So, I get asked a lot, what's it like to be from Alaska? Which I never really know how to answer because I couldn't give one answer if I tried. So instead I made this video.
And that's still being only a town of about 30,000 people.
It's kind of like being from the place with the northernmost Denny's.
It's kind of like having the tallest mountain in North America in your figurative backyard.
It's kind of like always knowing the temperature because every sign displays it. It's kind of like growing up 30 minutes from a place called North Pole.
It's kind of like living 45 minutes from natural hot springs.
It's kind of like where you have to plug your car in so your engine will stay warm in the winter. It's kind of like living in a place where the line between front lawn and junkyard is fine. It's kind of like having a 40 below room as a tourist attraction.
That's really cold.
It's kind of like being from a place where light poles look like candy canes. It's kind of like having restaurants that are named after the main dish they serve. Pad Thai restaurant, Alaska salmon bake. It's kind of like being from a place where there's reindeer. Regularly. It's kind of like we have really awesome sunsets. It's kind of like having a lot of coffee huts.
It's kind of like having a fireplace in your local Barnes & Noble.
It's kind of like having a lot of taxidermic displays. It's kind of like your state's economic plumbing being a tourist attraction. It's kind of like living in a place where it's really fun to drive. It's also kind of like your hometown being filled with older tourists. Skinny Dick's, where a thin man named Richard owns a halfway inn. It's kind of like betting every year when this is going to fall through the ice so you can win money. It's kind of like having a lot of trees. It's kind of like where the Sears parking lot is always this full.
It's kind of like being addicted to Alaska blueberry ice cream. And chocolate!
It's kind of like not being sure which Subaru Outback is yours. It's kind of like duct tape being a household fix-it item. Very necessary. It's kind of like living where finished construction is a relative term.
But mostly there's a lot of room to freestyle.